Our putting grip. There's loads of different putting grips out there, as you'll see when you're watching the tour players. The most traditional putting grip is your reverse overlap. Is when you put the index finger, run along the 3 fingers on your right hand. So it compacts the hands together so they work a bit more as a unit, as a team, where your traditional normal grip you would use for say a 7-iron can cause it to become very flicky in the right hand to push through. The index finger going down the edge of the fingers there just causes you to tense your forearm up slightly, so there's less wrist action in the shot. The ball position, which is very important, as in all shots, is just up from centre, slightly towards our left foot, just so the putter hits it slightly on the up, gives a better roll on the putt. The best way to check this is just the edge of the ball. If you pull your putter back to your feet, should be just in the middle of your stance. So as you come through, you're hitting it slightly on the up. Checking our eye line, which is very important. So basically we're setting yourself up in the correct position. So it's trying to get the ridge of your nose over the top of the ball on the floor. And the best way to check, as I'm showing you now, so you run the putter from the ridge of your nose down to the ball on the floor, and just have your arms so they're hanging freely so you can swing them back and through. Now for our putting stroke. Now there's loads of different opinions on this. There's various different strokes you can try and use. Straight back, straight on the inside to square, straight on the inside, which is quite an aggressive putting stroke. The best one to use is a very natural stroke, really, very similar to your normal swing, where the club comes naturally on the inside to square and in again, which is the best stroke to use, the most consistent, rather than trying to keep the club head straight back and straight through. As you can see, as I'm showing you now, the straight one and straight back and through, the elbows have to bend out, where you can see that's a much more natural stroke to use. Distance control. The best way to work out your distance control before you go out onto the course is not to putt to a hole. So pick out the stroke that you would probably most use for your shots when you go out there for your putts, say like a 10-foot putt. And the best way to, I think personally, to judge a distance control is using your feet, really. So if you use your feet as a reference point, so you swing just slightly outside the feet either side, a couple of inches each time, let the ball roll on the green, and it will give you an idea of how fast the green is for that particular day. Just use about 5 balls and that will give you a gauge on it. Make sure it's a mirror image either side with just a smooth acceleration through the putt. On our practice swing, it's best to do a practice swing from behind the ball, so you're actually already hitting down the line. Make sure you're far enough away so you don't actually hit the ball. Then it's really good practice, and then you can step into the ball when you've already done a putt on the line you're just about to take. Doing a practice swing to the side of the ball can cause confusions on the alignment, because you're aiming left and you're hitting down a different line. So for the sake of doing a practice swing from behind the ball and making the shot a lot easier to achieve,